Hello, and welcome back to Blueprints. With some big things to talk about. There's been an update, finally, though it doesn't seem like it's the end-all be-all update. It seems like we're gonna get more, I think, because there's some things kind of mysteriously missing. But I guess we're gonna take a look at like the patch notes and things like that, because why not? So, you know, once this is a video, you may want to skip ahead. But yeah, let's take a look. Because yeah, there's some pretty good stuff. There's also some kind of questionable things, and some things that I'm sad were changed or fixed or whatever. There's no in-game save, unfortunately. No, I don't think they're ever gonna do that. Probably like midday save. Yeah, they've been busy just attending all the award shows. Yeah. Can't actually, like, spend any time updating the game for real, for the real stuff. But here we have patch 1.7, and it's mainly just an accessibility patch and, like, bug-fixing patch, which is nice and all. But yeah, there's some things missing, as I said. So we have accessibility for colors and stuff, with, like, color labels and, you know, a billiard room clarification and stuff like that, which is good. We're probably going to like skim through some of this. Remapping, you can now rebind controls on both controller and keyboard and mouse. That's good. Honestly, I don't really see myself using that. Like, I don't feel like there's really anything that would need to be rebound. Maybe on controller more so, which is nice. But on keyboard and mouse, there's like hardly anything to rebind, I feel. But yeah, still, it's nice to have. Cursor set. Now you can, like, change your cursor around. We'll take a look at this in the game as well. So let's just skim over this. But yeah, cursor customization settings. Invert scroll. You can now just, like, run by default, which is nice. Definitely going to have that on. And various, like, motion... I mean, most of these we had already, but there's, like, a stair skip thing if you were dizzy when the game takes control when you go down in the tomb or up the library stairs, which... That definitely is, like, the closest to motion sick in this game, I felt, but I haven't actually, like, it hasn't been a problem for me, but I've definitely seen a number of people that start going down the tomb and just immediately recoil, like, whoa, what's going on here? Like, that it feels jarring, so I don't know exactly what that does, though, like, it just skips down or something? I don't know, we may have to test it just to see how it looks, like, you just walk into the stairs and teleport to the top, or what? Because that might be more jarring. I don't know. Yeah, can you bind enter last password on keyboard? We can take a look. That would be really nice, but I kind of doubt it. And yeah, here's just all of these. Some of this might be spoilers, but I don't think so. I have already looked through these and checked all of the little like black boxes and stuff, and I couldn't see anything that was spoiling, like even in very late game. Many of these very late game spoilers were quite a long time ago, so it definitely seems like we're actually in the actual proper late game. Like, might not be too much more at this point. But yeah, let's look at some of these things. So I'm gonna skim over like some of the pointless ones. I don't know exactly what this means. Just smoother visual experience with the cursors. Bugs in the precipice. This, okay, here's the sad one. Here is the sad one that I'm very sad got patched, because I really wanted to see this bug again. You know, when we had that one precipice thing where there was a door in the ceiling, and I was a little too scared to click it right then and there, because it seemed like you would be able to click it and, like, draft something from it or whatever. But I guess we can never do that anymore unless I, like, revert to a previous patch or something. I don't even know how you would do that, so... Yeah, probably, that dream's probably dead. But I think someone mentioned they had that happen and, like, it just kind of did nothing. You, like, opened the door and it didn't do anything. I don't know exactly, but yeah. Would have been nice to see when there was a door in the ceiling. Fix some colliders in the casino. Right, yeah. This, I've actually been complaining about. Like, in the casino, when I try to, like, exit the screen, it pulls the lever instead, or when I try to pull the lever, it exits the screen instead, because those are kind of like overlapping. Seems they fixed that up, which is very nice. And just because they say the geometry clipping is fixed doesn't mean it is. That's true. I also want to see that, like, tunnel being completely unloaded thing happening, and I didn't see that being fixed anywhere, so that could possibly happen. though I don't know how to trigger it again. I don't know exactly what this means, just soft locking in the casino, I guess. I don't exactly know what this means, a phantom upgrade disc. Oh yeah, when you're checking like what items are in the estate, sometimes there would be a phantom disc, I suppose, yeah. I should not scroll up too much because these are like blocking it a little bit. This one is interesting. So they adjusted the way that upgrade discs are selected to allow for greater variety. Because yeah, I mean, it does make sense. I think they do tailor it to some extent, where like your first upgrade disc is obviously not going to be like the cloister or whatever. You are going to get some of those simpler ones, I suppose, like the hallway closet, or just the closet upgrade, or whichever other ones, parlor maybe, and ones like that early on. But I'm not entirely sure like how they branch that out, like when you can start getting any of them versus not and stuff. But now it's kind of interesting because it makes it less likely to see upgrades for rooms you haven't drafted yet, but otherwise you can kind of get like any of them, which has some pretty interesting implications. Like Lorgon just did the spare room like Blue Note run, and this sure would have made that easier because you could kind of just risk upgrading more if you just didn't draft the spare room ever. You've never seen it, so if you just avoid drafting it, then you could relatively safely, it doesn't say it's guaranteed, just says less likely, but still, you could do that fairly easily, just avoid the spare room, and then keep it blue while also just like popping upgrade discs in whenever you want. So yeah, that seems kind of like it takes away one of the big headaches, which is like every time you get an upgrade disc, you kind of have to code check it and save it for tomorrow and make sure you don't roll into the spare room and stuff like that. I'm not entirely sure what this means, just like the power ducts were like a little buggy, I suppose. Yeah, I don't think I ever saw that myself, like the ones in the ceiling. I feel like they always worked the way they were supposed to for me. Yeah, this might be the tunnel thing being unloaded and certain other things. Like, I remember when you look out of like some corner room, I can't remember what, like the library or something, you could see things that would like glitch around and like not be loaded and things like that, so I guess that's what that is. Haven't seen this, like pressing buttons too quickly in the Chamber of Mirrors. Didn't really experience that myself, but still good. And this is interesting. This one is very interesting. So I thought it was intended that only a few floor plans were actually doubled up by the Chamber of Mirrors, but apparently it's more extensive now. Like apparently it was a bug according to them, and now more things can be doubled, but I don't know exactly what can be doubled. But this is very interesting because like I imagine now maybe shops and stuff like the commissary and the kitchen and things like that, can they now be doubled possibly? And like where does it, what's the line? Like can you have 2 throne rooms? Can you have 2, obviously not 2 foundations, I assume? And yeah, I don't know. There's like the classroom that gets added from the schoolhouse. Do those get doubled now or not? I don't know. It's very interesting that now like the Chamber of Mirrors maybe functions very differently, and you can get more double rooms than before, which is kind of fun. I think that's like, I can't see that being hugely useful or hugely problematic. Just like it makes the chamber a bit more fun, I suppose, for more variety in the runs. And this is interesting, and I don't really understand what they mean by this. Like, the experiment trigger for accessing terminals has been reworked to correctly deal with duplicated terminal rooms. So I mean, that confirms that, yeah, you can get like a double office, a double lab, a double security, I suppose. But what do they mean by like, oh, we had to, you know, rework it? Because like, surely they didn't nerf that one just to be like, oh, in case you have a Chamber of Mirrors, we need to make sure you don't get more than 3 triggers of this one. So we're making it the first time you access a terminal in each of the unique locations or something. Because that would just be weird. Like, why not just allow it to like, oh, you get a Chamber of Mirrors, you can get 6 terminals and then get 6 triggers. Like, it's not like that would be any significant impact whatsoever. So this seems like a weird change to me. I'm not sure I understand what they're saying here correctly, but yeah, that sounds strange, like as if that needed to be reworked because of this change. I don't know. We'll have to see what it says in the custom packet thing. I guess I'll have to take a look at that. And this one, I didn't see myself, but I did see this in Lorgon's playthrough. For some reason, when you opened Dad's letter to Simon, there was a stamp on the front of it, and you could look at it, and it was just like the Fen stamp or something, I can't remember. But if you flip to the next page, the letter would be like in the background on the left instead, when you like read the envelope, I mean. And for some reason, if you magnified over that stamp, it wouldn't show the stamp, it would show like kind of a weird missing texture thing. And yeah, some people thought that was intended and like some weird secrets that you had to, you know, figure out, but apparently it was just a bug, obviously. And yeah, they fixed that, but I never got to see that myself. And this one sounds good, just like if you're trying to look at the checkout card and a new clue, it would just like close the book. I think I've seen some people that like didn't even understand you could click and pull out the checkout cards to see things and dates and who checked them out and stuff. And maybe this is kind of partially to blame, like you would try and click on it in a new clue because that's kind of a significant one, and then it would just close the book, so obviously you're not going to try and click any other one or whatever. I don't know, could happen. So I mean, that just seems like a good change. This one is weird as well. Like, you draft the greenhouse. Greenhouse has the effect of like increasing the amount of green rooms you draw, right? But I don't know what this means. Like, it's a non-green room. It was just one room that was more likely, like, got higher likelihood after drafting a greenhouse. I'm not sure if anyone knows what room that is. Oh, secret passage? Yeah, I mean, that definitely sounds like it could be intended. That, like, oh, you draft the greenhouse and it makes the secret passage more common because you might be trying to get the atelier, and then you would want the watering can. So I guess you wouldn't really want the secret passage because you need the trading post first, but I guess you can do that all in one day and stuff. And then I'm not sure what this one is, like a particular locker that was not reacting to interaction. Yeah, not really sure about that. Apparently there was a typo, not sure about that. There were asterisks? I think that's the Araja one, I would imagine. That's the only one I can think of that would have asterisks. When they were talking about, like, the prefixes and suffixes and stuff like that, I'm not too sure. But apparently it was just, like, not rendering correctly. And this one actually makes sense. I've never thought about this, but yeah, this was kind of worded in a very poor way, because the observatory previously said +1 star each time, for each observatory or something, for each time you've drafted the observatory, which implies the first time you get 1 star, the second time you get 2 stars, like, so you would get 3, and so on. So every time you draft it, you would get 1 additional star on top of that from that one draft. So yeah, now it just says +1 star, like it does in the Starfish Aquarium and stuff. So yeah, it just, like, that was kind of a weird one that I never thought about, that, like, it doesn't really make sense, that description, and they've just fixed that. Yeah, there might have been an asterisk missing in Araja. Or the Arajan classroom. And yeah, I mean, we've seen a couple of these weird magnifying glass bugs. We'll see if they fixed all of them. And wrench UI kind of seems good, because yeah, I wonder how this looks exactly, because I do feel like the UI for the wrench, if you haven't, like, read what it does or whatever too closely, it is a little confusing. I don't know. Could be interesting to see. And then, yeah, okay, we're gonna check these as well. So, rare bug in Conservatory that was offering players options from studio floor plans and found floor plans that they had not added to their draft pool. I don't think we ever saw that, but okay, I mean, that's a good fix to do. Conservatory is weird. It was really well worded to make it clear as an introduction to meta progression. Yeah, it's the first one you'll see. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's true. Like, when you read it, you realize, oh man, this is something that, like, will give me permanent progression. Like, every time I draft the observatory, I will get more stars, which is good, like, even if I fail this run. But, like, yeah, the wording of it kind of didn't make any sense. But yeah, now, yeah, that's a good point, because yeah, now when you see the observatory and it just says +1 star, you might assume as a beginner that, well, that's just for this run, and then it's just gonna disappear. And oh man, yeah, that might cause some, like, knock-on effects, where, like, beginners will now think the observatory is a lot worse, because they might find the observatory, get, like, a star, and then find, like, if you're like me and you get the planetarium the very first day, let's say this magic situation happens where you get the observatory, you get the planetarium day 1, you draft the planetarium day 1, because I think you can, as soon as you find it, and then you see that list of, like, here are all the constellations, and you're like, how could I possibly draft, like, 50 observatories in one day? That seems impossible. I'm just gonna not even bother. And then you, like, never check the observatory again or something? I don't know. That's a very niche situation, because obviously you would just draft it once or twice and then see the next day that, oh, I have stars still. But yeah, the wording is definitely a little strange there. Not sure what this is, what bequest mode is. Is that just a normal game mode as opposed to curse mode and dare mode? Like if you load data from challenge modes into your normal save file or something? I'm not really sure, but I mean, that sounds good. Yeah, bequest is normal game. And apparently there was a corner case material glitch. Oh yeah, I've seen this. I have seen the Foundation, Monk Foundation thing. It's a minor spoiler, but yeah, Lorgon did that, and I saw that, like, when you put the... I got a sneeze, I think. Wait, do I? No? No, false alarm. When you put the Foundation in the outer room, if you go down to the basement, then, like, it obviously can't show the painting pair for anything. And I mean, in normal, like, outer rooms, it just shows blank paintings, but in specifically the Foundation, it would just, like, show a weird, like, pink missing texture or something like that. So I guess that was just fixed. And this, I guess this is just, like, I didn't even know this was a thing, but, like, the Sacred Hour only counted 12:30 p.m., not in the morning if you waited an entire day. I assume that's what that means. And I think this one is also a little bit of a shame, but I mean, it does make sense. I think this is talking about the Throne of the Blueprints, that room was still considered a black print, even though it was blue, and now it's correctly considered blue, which in a way is a little bit of a shame, because it was a pretty nice thing to be able to just banner black and only get, like, Treasure Trove and the Throne Room, which you probably wanted if you wanted to banner black. So, yeah, I mean, it makes sense that they fixed it, but I feel like it almost was better that it was black. I feel like it would have been nice if it was, like, one of those dual blueprints where it was a black print and blueprint, but I guess they had to make it fully blue because it's the blue throne, you know, or something like that. But yeah. Boat travel. If you skip the cutscene, sometimes the boat wouldn't be where it actually was supposed to be or something. Kind of makes sense. But yeah, don't think I ever saw that. A bug caused by exiting door UI during special key use animation in an underground area. I assume that's talking about the Sanctum, but I don't really know what that means. Like, you trying to use a Sanctum key and then exit out while you're doing that, and something would, like, would flip out? I don't know. Flipping through the floor. So this, I think, is in the Atelier, probably, because here it mentions fix some issues that were causing unintended step loss and unintentional geometry overlapping in that same area. I hope that means the step count loss in the Atelier that takes, like, 3 steps when you go in. It's either that or, like, the tunnel or something. So, yeah. Then this might be something where, like, you could clip through the floor. Not really sure about that. And... yeah, exactly, and then fix some UV map texture issues in 2 of the illustrations. In Snail? Wait, what was that one again? Wait, which one was that? I need to find that. Hold on. Which one had a snail? Snail sail? No, that wasn't it, was it? Or is it like two separate? It wasn't a pair, it was just like snail and the music one. Like this one. Because I mean, yeah, I guess they do look different. But like this one kinda does as well. It's a little darker than these ones that are like completely blue. This one's a little darker. This one's a little darker, the lab. Yeah, not entirely sure what that means. And wait. This one I'm a little disappointed by. Gambit of the Queen has finally been rebalanced to grant the player an additional key per trigger. So, do they just mean it gives you two keys per trigger now? Or do they mean every time you trigger it, you get +1 key in addition? So like the first time is 1, then is 2, then is 3. Even so, I feel like Queen's Gambit is just so bad. Like, early game, the step loss, like the first time you solve the chess puzzle, I feel like your step count is not that, like, you can't be that frivolous with it, that it doesn't look that appealing to just get some keys for like a bunch of steps every time you draft on the West Wing. So I feel like beginners will not want this. And mid to late game, keys aren't really a problem when you have like lockpicking skill and master key, and you have all of the things like upgraded floor plans that give keys, and it's not really a problem. You have what's it called? Allowance, so you can buy a bunch of keys and locksmith and commissary and whatever. So it seems strange that they wouldn't just like completely change this effect, because I really feel like this one is just really weak compared to every other chess effect, and I don't feel like just making it give more keys, that doesn't really fix the problem with it. I feel like they could have done something more interesting about the West Wing or something. I don't know exactly, but yeah, was kind of hoping for more of this. It wasn't the color for the artwork, it was like weird. Oh, the weird stretch stuff. Oh, I see. Yeah. Which we did see right here, and I even commented on, like, just why does this look so weird? Yeah, especially the music one. Not this one entirely, but the ballroom one looked really weird, I remember. Where's that one? Did I scroll past it? Yeah, this one. Yeah, this has probably been fixed. Oh yeah, that's a bowling pin. I never even noticed that. I didn't understand what was going on in here. And yeah, this snail as well. What is this one depicting then? We should be able to, like, tell. Is it the can? No. It's not the cog. Is it an ear? No. It's not that can, is it? Oh yeah, we also have this to figure out. Still don't have any ideas for that. But I do have some ideas for other stuff here. Might have been that one? The weight? I don't know. But yeah, okay. And then, due to several known bugs and issues with the Royal Scepter, some of which rendered the item functionless, this item's design has been subtly changed and expanded. So this sounds really cool. So I assume they mean the issues where, like, what was it again? If you take the scepter and then save it for another day by saving it in that room, then the effect wouldn't work on subsequent days. It only worked on the day you picked it up or something, right? How do you download the patch? It should download automatically, like Steam just does that automatically for you, or the next time you launch the game. So, I mean, you can check if you just go into the game and then go to settings, you should have accessibility here, which now has stuff in it, instead of being like grayed out, and then you know you have the patch. But yeah, it should be automatic. But yeah, so now, like, instead of just fixing the base issue, which was the scepter didn't work on subsequent days, they have changed it, so now it will allow you to set the color an additional time per day from the inventory menu. And the method the player keeps the item has also been tweaked, so I wonder what that means exactly. But I wonder then, does that mean if you keep it to another day, it still won't work the first time, but now you can change it the next day, and then it'll work like one time? So if you keep it multiple days, you have it like one time per day, even though it says twice? I don't really know. It seems weird. It seems like kind of just like, you know, avoiding the problem by just like tacking something else on. But it does seem really strong, because then you can pick it up and, I don't know, get black prints or something, and then you get like, well, that wouldn't matter if you have the treasure trove already, but shops or something. You get shops and you buy the kitchen and commissary items, and then you're like, okay, now I want green rooms instead, and I want blue rooms, whatever, and then you can like change it that day as well and get even more. So I mean, it's just more flexibility, so that seems nice. You can get like 2 different colors of rooms and stuff. So yeah, I mean, that's just a good change that makes the scepter a little better. But of course, the question is, where the hell is Dirigiblocks? And where's the cats? Everyone's been waiting for those, and apparently they are not in this patch, so they don't say anything about like the future and like, oh, more things will be coming, but surely they will be at some point? I don't know. I don't think it was like, I mean, I guess we'll have to check Dirigiblocks if we go to the gift shop or something, if it just magically has been added, even though it's not in the patch notes, but I kind of doubt it. So yeah, seems like we just don't get Dirigiblocks or a cat for quite a while longer, probably another year, knowing these developers. But yeah, okay, you might have seen when scrolling past here, I have had a couple of ideas in the atelier as well. It was one of those things where, like, last time, I think it was good to take a break, and we're very close to getting all the stars, but just taking the break gave me some time to not feel the pressure of like, oh god, I have to come up with progress, and then, of course, just because I don't have the pressure, I kind of came up with stuff pretty much right away when I was like highlighting last time, because we went back into the atelier and we saw that extremely suspicious single blue lantern. That did make some things click, and I think I have a pretty good idea of like what we're supposed to do here now. You've said in the past that the final patch with that stuff will be 1.10. I see. Yeah. This patch is 1.7. Okay. It's kind of weird if you think in decimals, though, because wouldn't 1.7 be, like, later than 1.10? 1.70? But, yeah, I guess it's like... I wonder if they're going to have a patch 1.8 and 1.9, or if they're just going to jump straight from 7 to 10. Guess we'll see. But yeah, I certainly think there's room for improvements and bug fixes and stuff like that. Yeah, we'll see 1.10 in another 3 years, probably. Yeah, I think that's maybe accurate. But yeah, so I haven't really figured out like anything about this. I don't know what these vying plans, what the hell this is talking about. I don't know what, scroll past it, what any of this stuff means. I haven't been able to figure out like sum of 18 or anything like that. But the thing I did realize when looking at that thing was like, okay, obviously the blue lantern has to be something. And I was kind of on that track of like, okay, maybe you start by like picking one of the lantern paths and that's like the path you go on. And yeah, I was like following the red path, but you couldn't do that all the way. And yeah, that kind of was all I needed, because also one helpful comment I got was just read this in like meter, in poetry meter. And yeah, that didn't even like occur to me, but of course you do, because you've done that with like everything else in the game, like a new clue and whatever. So through lantern light in sketches cast, a tint of truth to find our path, a hue of wisdom to turn us right, a shade of rain to pass the light. Through lantern light and shadows past, we seek what's left of the lies we cast. That makes a lot more sense as like how you're meant to interpret the sentences and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely saying, you know, the lanterns matter, and then the problem was just like a tint of truth, because okay, a tint of truth seems like blue, but then later it's like, oh, the shade of rain. But when I was looking at this and like a hue of wisdom, it kind of clicked that like, oh, wisdom, they might be talking about Costa Rica because it's like the academic country. And then in that case, a shade of rain would be Araja, because Araja has rain all the time. So that's purple. And for some reason I thought like purple was wisdom, but I guess, yeah, that doesn't really make any sense. One thing is though, can you really say that wisdom is synonymous with like academic success? Doubtful. But yeah, I think that's what they're going for, and that like a tint of truth is blue. So basically, a tint of truth to find our path. So to start the path, we go to blue. A hue of wisdom to turn us right, so we go forward until we see an orange lantern on the right or something, and then we follow that. And then a shade of rain to pass the light. I'm not sure what passing the light means. Like, do you just continue forward, or do we... I don't know. To pass to the next light or something? We'll have to see what that means. But then I guess that would be purple. But then I'm a little more unsure. Through lantern light in shadows past. Like red, I was thinking? Or... because, I mean, that would have made sense to be black, but there are no black lanterns, so it must be red. And then maybe I was kind of on the right track when I was following red after the observatory part. There was an entire line of red that just kept going perfectly all the way to the vestibule, because it's like, oh, in our shadows past, we seek what's left of the lies we cast, and red lies and all of that, the past and lies, possibly? Because otherwise there's like no other color of lantern, so yeah, that is probably the working theory right now, but it still doesn't explain like anything about what is going on here. It doesn't explain anything what's going on with a sum of 18 colors to count, and 3 lines, 3 paths, because that's just one path, so I don't know what the other 2 are gonna be, but I guess we'll have to do this one first, and like maybe it's something where like one path takes you to one of the paths in one of the like doorways into the vestibule, and then we have to find like a second path that takes us to the other door, and a third path for the other door, and then once you've entered it correctly through all the paths, something happens. I don't know, but it's like, it's something to test, so I do want to try and get into the atelier again. But first, before we do that, we have to finish our break from the atelier, which is, oh, actually, we want to check out the accessibility menu. Man, this is probably a record of intro talking for this game. But yeah, we want to do the stars, and I also got a very good suggestion in the comments for this one. For the stars, before we get 200 stars, I probably should activate the spiral at like 199, just to see how far along the spiral am I, even though that cost me 2 stars. We kind of need to do that to see, am I done? And then also, what if I don't get the spiral anymore at 200? Because I've kind of just assumed that we won't see anything more, because it did say, like, the Inkwell is not the largest constellation, which, I mean, in my mind implied that, like, oh, there's one larger one, and that's the Spiral of Stars, that there isn't another one, it's not going to keep going, but I guess that doesn't necessarily imply that. I've just been kind of, like, very much assuming 200 is, like, the end, but I don't know how it's going to be the end. If it's just going to cap out the stars at 200, you can't get more. If it's going to just keep the same constellation, or if it's just going to, like, keep the spiral at 201, you just still have the spiral, but then you get the northern star again or something, and it just loops that way. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, we'll have to see, but we should definitely activate it at least once, and then climb back up to 200 again, and then see what happens. Okay, so now, accessibility. Just to look at this. So yeah, we have color patterns. You can get, like, patterned, visual patterns on all the colors. Seems a little, like, distracting, but I mean, it's good, I guess. It's some kind of color blindness help, which has been a sticking point for some people with this game, so I think that's just good. This is off by default. This is on by default, so I guess I'm just gonna do it, and yeah, you can, like, toggle it with space, apparently. So if you look at a red apple, it'll say red above it. We'll have to see how, like, intrusive that is, and I'll probably just toggle it off, but just kind of an interesting little change. And it does say, like, just because something has colors does not mean they're significant or anything, but that makes me wonder, like, how much of the game will say that it has a color? I don't know. We'll have to see. It definitely seems interesting. And you can make them bigger and smaller as well. And yeah, remapping. Let's see. Do we have... Oh man, we don't have the input last password, because yeah, that would have been cool. Color labels. There's no back or interact. Yeah. I don't think we can, like... Oh god. We can't, like... How do I even, like... My cursor is gone, so how do I... I can't, like, rebind these ones, yeah. Yeah, Atelier is just, like... You just walk around with a giant word just saying blue. It's all blue. Yeah, so then cursor set. This we skipped over. This is kind of interesting. So now you can have a separate cursor for inactive cursor and active cursor. And I actually really like this, especially for like taking screenshots and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna have none. Normally you have this subtle cursor and then it gets a little more filled in when you're like mousing over something you can interact with. I kind of like the idea of just having no cursor, and then when you mouse over something you can pick up or whatever, then you get a cursor, and you can have the standard one, the thicker one, and a white one. So yeah, I mean, that seems good, a nice change. I don't know if I want to have either of these. They're kind of all fine. And you can also scale the cursors to make them bigger or smaller. You can't scale them independently though. I think that could have been a cool little change, where like you could have the inactive cursor be small and then the active one be big, so like when you see something it pops up and like, oh, this is something to pick up. Because I mean, that's sort of how, you know, the hand cursor works in some games, where like you just have a tiny cursor and then you see a big hand as pick up or something. So that could have been a nice thing. But yeah, we have the subtle cursor, we have the standard cursor, so it's just the same either way. I don't know why you would want that. You can have a white dot for your FPS precision headshots, and just a white cursor. So yeah, I mean, good change overall. Could have used a little more customization. And another thing that of course is sadly still missing is there are no voice sliders, there are no volume sliders. Man, I wish they did that. Please separate music, sound effects, and voices in this game, because yeah, Alzara needs way more help with the voice volume, and it would be nice. I've seen some people really complain about the music being like too loud. I don't really find that to be too true, because like you can just lower everything, and like I feel like the balancing between sound effects and music is pretty good when they overlap, but still, it would be really nice to just have sliders, so I don't feel like that's too much to ask, but sadly, nothing like that yet. You have a hard time finding your cursor? Yeah, sometimes I lose the cursor as well. Makes it hard to pick up things. So yeah, I mean, you can go in here and like, let's say, make the cursor just bigger, or like make it a white dot that's always on screen like this, or something like this, or you can make it not quite as big. You can change these ones for a thicker one, so yeah, I mean, definitely recommend checking that out. I just want like a minimal cursor for screenshot purposes, basically. And yeah, then we have the auto stroll, which is basically just inverting the current system. So previously you've held shift or tapped shift, and then it keeps resetting, and then you have to keep tapping it again, and my pinky is getting tired. You can just invert it now, so by default this is how it works, and then you invert it, and now it's like you are always running, and then if you tap or hold, then you start walking, because again, I don't see why you would ever want to walk. The sprinting, the strolling is like so slow to begin with that I can't see any reason why you would. So yeah, definitely gonna have this on and not touch shift ever again. So that's very nice. And yeah, like we said, we have the stair skip, which doesn't like really... It doesn't say what this does, so I will have to test that out, I suppose. I did see a kind of scary thing, like someone was saying in the discussions. I was looking for the patch notes. Do not enable the setting for stairs, because like you can soft lock somehow moving during the blackout cutscene when walking down the tomb. What blackout cutscene? I'm not really sure what they're talking about there. Stuck on the stairs. Now, I'm not entirely sure what this means, but still, I mean, that sounds a little scary, but I guess we can test it in the library or something. Yeah, okay, there we go. Is that a new record for not clicking continue for like 40 minutes of the stream? Let's finally click continue. Oh boy, I'm not gonna have time to do anything today. Yeah, we'll have to see. Am I gonna shaft Hades again? We will see. Oh yeah, stair skip for stopwatch? Yeah, yeah, we'll have to see. And I mean, I assume it doesn't mean the stairs in the clock tower. It just means the stairs that, like, take control, you know? Where, like, it's just... Is there any other one than library and tomb? Those are, like, the only two spiral staircases. Whoa, hello, guy! This is new. Is this because... Did I do this yesterday? Did I, like, save the scepter? Because that might be a thing where, like, oh, you save the scepter. If you properly save the scepter, then it, like, shows up in the entrance hall instead of your inventory, which is a great change. That sounds really good. Yeah, that's interesting. Do I want it, though? What do we want today? I just want, like, stars. We have to get a couple more stars now. What was that I did, like, last time? I did some, like, throwaway run and then, like, didn't save it. Why did I not save it? What was going on? Hold on, do I need to check this quick? Yeah, it was the birthday thing, but we did save the birthday. So what did I do after that? I gambled. I got the kings. But what happened after that? Yeah, here's still the birthday. And here's the other day. Hold on, wait. I need to check as well while we're doing this. See, I have the scepter. I don't remember what... Yeah, like they fixed it by making it so that you have to pick it up and choose a color every day, I suppose? But like it seemed like they were saying you could also just like do it a second time in the inventory. So you can have 2 changes, but maybe not. Can't pick it up by accident in the trove. I mean, if I don't pick it up here, I guess I can lose it, and then, or like don't save it, then I can still pick it up in the trove again, and then it'll be blocking coins. So yeah, I called it a day. Oh! Oh, I think I see. I called it a day, coincidentally, in the entrance hall. Did they just make it so that instead of like, oh, it's based on which color it is... Also, hold on, I need a drink of water. That was a lot of talking. The green scepter wasn't kept at all? Really? I don't think I've ever tried keeping that. Yeah, so maybe they made it. I guess we have to pick it up and see. Maybe they made it so that, like, instead of the color mechanic, it now is just like, when you call it a day, the scepter will be in that room the next time you draft it, which is kind of strange. That seems weird. And then, like, what happens if you call it a day somewhere and then have the monk and place it in the outer room? I guess the scepter would be in the outer room, which I guess could be kind of cool. Yeah, that's definitely worth checking. Right, we have an upgrade disc. That's what I was doing. Yeah, I started this whole experiment trying to get stars, but then, like, I had to abandon it because we got a shitty nursery reroll. Right. So that's what we want to do to start. Before I do anything else, I want... I guess I can take blue rooms then? Because we want the coat check, and we want, like, security or something? Hold on. Windows are, like, out of order. Yeah, let's take this. When you pick up Royal Scepter, choose a color. Floor plans of the chosen color are more common today. Once per day, you may switch the Royal Scepter's color in the inventory menu. So it's not just when you pick it up. I can choose one now, and then switch it later on. So once we have enough of blue, and we have, like, the observatories, I can just, like, okay, now I guess I'll do black or something. Which sounds really good. Starting tomorrow, you will begin each day with Royal Scepter within your grasp. Just always? You can never get rid of it? It's just like you have the Royal Scepter forever and ever? It's a permanent upgrade? Like it's always in the entrance hall once you're done with this? Because that's kind of insane. I almost like wonder why they did that. I mean, yeah, I guess it fixes the problem, so sure. But okay, let's do blue then to get like security and coat check early. Or I could just take black. Yeah, let's do blue. Oh. This, they still haven't fixed this, which is, like, a little weird. I feel like if you do this and then mouse over, it should just, like... If I've already clicked here, I should have to, like, right-click or something to get rid of this menu instead of it just automatically disappearing. So you have to, like, oh, click here and then, like, avoid going left and right and just, you know, inch down. It's just a little awkward, this UI. Okay. Oh. Oh, also, by the way, I did try, I haven't, like, test ran this, but I did try, like, launching it with my mod, with Faster Prints, and it seems to work, which is kind of surprising. Normally, when you have mods for games and the game gets updated, you cannot use the mods again, but I mean, I guess we'll see once we get a terminal, but I feel faster, but did I have the, like, faster running speed on? I feel like this is faster than normal, like, even with the strolling. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Seems good. Okay, so code check and any terminal is what I want. Could take an attic. Just for the hell of it. Sure. I'm not seeing any color. Oh, color name. Right, yeah. It was enabled by default, but I guess it's just like it's enabled in the sense that like you have the functionality. So if I toggle this off, then I don't even have it available even if I do press space. Yeah, now nothing is happening. So it's on by default as a thing you can do, but you have to actively do it. I thought like it would automatically do it and you have to disable it. So now we can like look at this and say, what color is this? Oh, it's white and yellow and violet. But what is this color? I don't know. And it like only works from like a certain range away. Oh, this is weird. This is weird. Like what is going to have this functionality? I'm like pressing it and very few things actually show what color they are. Oh man. There's a strange one. Yeah, there's the hand. And yeah, like having no cursor normally, and then we have a hand when you can pick something up. I think I prefer that overall. Alright, I'm just gonna have to like press space on like a lot of stuff. Oh, that is red. This is weird. Is this red? No, you can't see that. Show me more colors. Yeah, it's just like anything that's these colors, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, are those flowers from, like, Morajai, Archeries, and Naraja? Yeah. I mean, let's keep pressing space on things, I guess, just to see what's gonna happen. Okay, we have a broken lever. That means we can do a casino run. Do I care? I don't know if I care, really. D6, though. Yeah, the card is technically puzzle relevant. Yeah, that is kind of interesting. Like, if you use this feature and you walk around, it is a little weird that you have to be in a very specific spot within a certain range. I can't see it here, but now I can. And then, like, if I walk back and forward, it's gone, and then I have to press it again. I almost feel like it should just be like a toggle, like everything shows their colors, and then if I press space, it stops showing the colors, and then I press space again, and it shows all the colors all the time. So it's a little strange how they've done this. Like, you have to look at something and think, is this something where color is relevant? And then press the button. You just have to keep, like, spamming space over and over. This is red. Yet it's a strange implementation. I've never quite seen this in a game before. You found your first treasure map and couldn't use it. Well, if it's in a constellation, I haven't really been super impressed with the treasure maps. I guess we'll get this as well. I don't really want to do like parlor stuff until we get a terminal, so I know if I get to like keep this run or not. Yeah, it does say that this is a blue gem. Interesting. White? Shouldn't you say white instead of yellow? Because like a lot of people apparently struggled with this. I've seen many people say it both in streams and in chats and stuff, that like, you know, certain things like this one and the security, and there's some other room that have like white chess pieces, but everyone's like, no, that's yellow. It's like the white and blue dress all over again, where like some people see it as yellow. And I mean, in my mind, it's like, yeah, I guess this makes sense because it's like in a warm lit environment, so it looks more yellow than white. But some of them kind of don't make as much sense or whatever. There's definitely some that are weird. You're not going to tell me that the swan is white? It definitely does like eliminate some potential like mysteries where you might have been thinking, oh, the white swan is important, but then it doesn't say that it's white, so surely that means it's not important. So it kind of does give you some information. This blue vase is not important. What about the thing in the nook that has like, many people have commented on the like mountain shelf that has some stuff in it that like, oh, it seems so suspicious. but maybe it just is nothing. Also, yeah, I'm gonna be, like, tapping shift to slow down now, just by habit, because I'm so used to having to tap shift after every draft. Okay, there's security. We can just take that. We can get an experiment going. And we can check. So, do I have faster terminals and all that stuff? It seems like I do. Yeah, this is, like, way faster, so good thing. Even though we have the patch, the mod still works. I'm kind of surprised, honestly. I thought it wouldn't work, and I would have been, like, okay with that if the patch was, like, a good patch, at least. Yeah, there's some, like, gray chess pieces as well, where, like, you're not really sure if they're gray or white or black. I mean, I can definitely see the, like, the problem there, and yeah, it would have been nice if they specified the chess pieces as well. Especially since they are very much relevant, but I guess, like, their point is that the color isn't relevant, I suppose. It's a bit of a hint to that. But, like, yeah, you can notice the chess pieces, but you don't actually need to care about the color. So, okay, let's... Does anyone know, if I create a custom packet, can I exit out without completing one? Because otherwise, I guess I can, like, do an experiment first. I just want to see what that one experiment trigger was changed to. I mean, we may as well do an experiment first. Stars? Yeah, shop room and stars. That's going to be good. Because then I can get to 199, then trigger the spiral, and then get more. Let's do that. Okay, I guess I'll check this now. So yeah, you can just go back. Alright, so, what did it say? Is this text smaller? I don't remember this text being this small, but maybe not. Where is it? Each time you access a different terminal today. Did that say that before? I feel like that said that before. Because, I mean, otherwise, if it just says each time you access a terminal, you would just access the same one over and over. So what does that mean? Yeah, stock your pantry with fruit. How much fruit? That is something I haven't been able to test out. I definitely want to try that at some point. That would be really fun to do, like get something that can trigger a whole bunch of times, and then see how many fruits we can get in a pantry. Just we have other things. Yeah, it always said different, so I wonder what they... Because they did specify they changed the wording on it, right? What was it again? Where is it? Experiment trigger or something? Can't see it. Where is it? It's not down here. Can I control F here? Yeah. There. Experimental trigger. Experimental trigger. Related to terminal access has been reworked to correctly deal with... Oh. Okay, so they just mean reworked in, like, a positive way. Where, like, if you would have been able to duplicate them... I hope so. Oh man, do I have to test this? It's kind of a bad one. It's a terrible one, even if it does work. So yeah, maybe someone else can test this. I assume this means that if you now duplicate terminals with the Chamber of Mirrors, they do count as different ones, so you can get up to, like, 6 triggers, or 7 technically with a shelter. Because yeah, that sounds good. I mean, it just doesn't seem like a good trigger anyway, because it's like, you're probably not going to draft that many terminals. But still, I hope it actually works. I hope you do get, like, each different security does count as a separate one. But yeah, it's so niche anyway, I don't see myself using it. But still, that's good in that case. Alright, we want code check. Is it better to draft from here or here? I don't think it really matters. Library doesn't really matter either. Let's take that, I think. I slow down again. Yeah, faster digging also works, still. I'll take this on the way out. Could take this. Sure. Where's that coat check? It's supposed to be common. Don't think we need to workshop anything. I mean, I guess I could. Probably a battery pack in there and we could get a jackhammer or something. It's kind of fun. Sure. Man, you are drinking so much water? What is this audio? It sounded like a dog was like lapping up water and just going at it. Now I'm not hearing that anymore. That was crazy. Oh, damn. Well, sledgehammer is good too. Yeah, battery pack would be nice. I guess we just do more math. I kind of want the study, and I kind of want this as well. And this will have dig spots. Screw it, veranda. But once again, we're getting the problem where, like, I'm now drafting too much, and now if I get a dud in the upgrade terminal, I'm gonna be sad. I mean, maybe I'll just, like, give up on it and not get something better. I don't know, I really want something. Seriously, where the hell is coat check? Is a common room. Maybe, I wonder, is doing a blue scepter actually kind of worse for the coat check? Because, like, it takes away a bunch of other rooms and, like, colors and, like, makes all the blue ones more common? I don't know if it affects the rarity, the perceived rarity of them, or if it's just, you know, you don't get the different colors. I don't know if it, like, affects that. Like, you would think a commonplace blue room would just have a higher chance of showing up anyway, but maybe it's somehow, like, yeah, does something weird. Not too sure. Yes, just break room, even though I kinda don't need it. Great, more spam bots. This again. Where's my new mechanic? A third of 1 times 6, 2. Minus 2, 4 squared, 16, 17. Oh, wait. Oh god, what did I do? Oh, what am I doing here? Hold on, wait. 3? And then a third of 1 times 3. Yeah, that's a full 1. And it's after this one, so a third of 1 times 6, 2. Oh, yeah, I was thinking 6 for some reason. For some reason I got like 6 minus 2 to 4. But no, we have 2. Just minus 2 and then 0 squared. Oh god, wait, what is 0 squared? Is that 0? Or is it like, is there some weird thing going on? Just plus 1 is 1. Because what is it? There's some other one, like race by or something? Like anything to the power of 0 is 1 or something? I forget that stuff. And like, I honestly couldn't tell you why that is. Come on, man. Do I have to do this to get the coat check? Because it's apparently a super rare room. We have 3 of these. We have 4 of these. Yeah, so we get all 4 directions. So I may as well. Kind of no reason not to. Yeah, let's just continue here. Okay, finally. Now it's probably gonna give me something bad. If it's at least something like marginally fun, then I'll keep it. So yeah, let's just go back and do that right away before I do more. Give me the luck buff, please. Okay. Kind of. I think I would like to change this to the star instead. But it really depends on what's going to happen at 200. But like worst case scenario, we can start like using stars for rerolls a lot more, and then getting more aquariums to just give us stars back is actually really nice. I think I'm okay with this. I don't think, since we didn't need to do the whole Mechanarium run again, I don't think I need this. I guess the one thing is that one... Oh man, I don't know. It's that one like rare experiment trigger where you get the chronograph and drawing room thing. You would want tons of rerolls, and getting the aquarium to be powered and then getting like a laundry room out of that with a prism key or something is kind of your most reliable way of making that happen, even though it is like still extremely niche. It is kind of nice, but I mean, it's like, it's so niche. Do I really care about that? I feel like I'm only gonna take that drawing room thing if there's like nothing better to go for. I'm not really gonna seek it out. So just getting stars. And then like if we get stars and we have, you know, fuck you rerolls, we can just reroll until we get a boiler room instead. With like banners and stuff. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. Yeah, I think I'll change this. Let's get the Starfish Aquarium, and then we get to see it as well, because I assume that means Rip, Flotsam, and Jetsam, and instead we'll get, like, Starfish in all of them. Sure. It's not the ideal one, it's not really what I wanted more than anything, but just to, like, move onward and not reset the day over and over and over, let's do this. The problem now is I can't really activate the spiral anymore. I might have to axe this run regardless. Oh man. If I activate the spiral now, it's not going to be like where the observatory is, it's like how many ranks I've reached, and I've reached a whole lot of ranks. That's a little bit of a problem for step count. But I guess if we get a kitchen or something, that could be okay. Do I want to draw the outer room? We had... Oh yeah, we had the entrance hall in there, and yeah, I do want to do that, because I don't really need the allowance token, but I do want to see if you monk the entrance hall a second time, do you get another allowance token? Is that like a way you can just get free allowance tokens? I would imagine no. I think this is probably a one-off, but it still would be kind of interesting to see. Time to smash. Yeah, hopefully we figure out how stars work fully. At worst, I could reset the day and decide I don't want stars anymore. Yeah. That is true. I mean, I would love to not reset the days, but... no color here. Yeah, that is an option. Can you tell me this is green? Yeah, it is weird how... like, what they choose to say the color of. Because it definitely does, like, tell you quite a lot of, like, what is or isn't relevant. Like, the fact that this stained glass is blue is, like, not relevant. It's relevant! It's relevant! It's a clue! Holy shit! This is part of the grand puzzle? Yeah, I don't know. It seems weird. This doesn't say anything. I guess I go this way. No colors here. The gems... oh yeah, also, wait. This is the one that I skipped, right? Wait, was this the one I got or I didn't get? Oh man, I can't remember. Because I know I, like, figured one out. Is this one new? This one might be new. I don't even know. Okay. The gems are in a box with a false statement. both statements on the blue box are true. Both of these statements are true. The gems are in this box. That can't be true. If both of these statements are true, that means this is true, but I guess this could be false, and then this would have to be both false. The gems are not in the blue box, that is false. The gems are not in the black box, that is false, and that doesn't work, because then it would be in the black box as well. So they can't be in the blue box, I think. There's another room you can get, Monk. You can Monk that can theoretically get you 2 allowance tokens every day. Wait, which one is that? This is not room 8, is it? No, I guess it is. But like, yeah. You can get an allowance token from room 8 and then still get the gallery to force another one to get another allowance token. Because like normally it takes it out of the pool, but with a key you can force it. Oh god. Yeah, these are definitely getting a little convoluted. If we assume this one is just like all true, does that work? Then this would be false, and this would be false, and then this has to have 1 false and 1 true. And it can't. Room 8 contains 2 allowance tokens instead of 1 if you haven't picked up the trophy yet? Really? So if you just don't pick up the trophy, you can just like pick up 2 allowance tokens, then don't pick up the trophy, and then just monk it again and keep doing that? I mean, who's gonna do that? But can't you get 2 room 8s? Like, wouldn't that work? If you monk room 8 and get an allowance token, and then get the gallery, couldn't you force a second room 8 in a day and then get another allowance token? Or in that case, like 2 extra if you don't pick up the trophies. Oh god, what happens with that? If you don't pick up the trophy, you monk room 8, you see the trophy in the outer room, you don't pick it up, and then you draft another room 8 in the real mansion, and then you have another trophy? Can you then pick up that trophy, go out to the outer room, and pick up a second one? Or will it, like, disappear as soon as you pick up one of them? I wonder. That would be kind of an interesting experiment. Hell, I could probably do that with backups. Just to see. I'm gonna write that down. Oh, no. Not that. Stop. Force 2 roommate trophies. Okay, I don't know, like, how to start with this one. If this statement is false, and both statements on blue are not true, then this statement would have to be... Oh god, I mean, this could be fully false. They're not both true. The gems are not in this box. That would mean this is false, but this could be true. But then it could still be in either one of these. And then this would have to be the all true box, which wouldn't work. Oh god, I don't see it, man. I don't understand. It feels like there's a conflict no matter what I do here. It's like this is getting to be too much information to sift through for 3 gems. If it's in a box with a false statement... Yeah, I really just don't know, like, how you can get anything. I feel like there's, like, multiple things that can work in this one, but obviously I'm, like, missing something. But I'm not sure I really care enough to not just guess. I feel like no matter what you do, you can't get, like, a full true box, a full false box, and one that is, like, I mean, you can have, like, you can have 2 all true boxes or 2 all false boxes, as long as you have one that's also fully true. Let's say this one's all false. That means this is true, but this we don't know. And then both statements would be false in that case. The gems are in a box with a false statement. I don't know. Does anyone know how this one is done? Like, what am I missing? Please help. I just don't get it. This doesn't seem like something you can resolve. You just have to assume, like, 6 different things to even, like, start thinking about this one. Like, no matter what I assume as a starting point, I feel like there's nothing you can guarantee as, like, okay, this has to be true. I guess I shouldn't worry about the statements. I should just worry about, like, which box they're in. Like, let's say it's in this box. That means this box is all true. And that means this statement is false. And this has to be false as well. And these have to be both false. And isn't that fine? It's just in here. This is all true. These are both all false. That's okay. I think that resolves. Yeah, I think that's okay. I don't think I, like, skipped some logic there. Yeah, it's hard to say, honestly. Colors? No colors. Wait, hold on. Oh, I was going to say, you're really not going to tell me this is black, white, and blue? Yeah, they are. Now we just kind of want observatory. More than anything, but we could also do more math. Yeah, why not? One times 1. 3, 0, 0, 2. Minus 1 squared, 1 times 10. Okay. Okay, there's an observatory. Let's take it, but I've reached rank 7, so it's gonna take 21 steps from me, right? And 2 stars, but I guess that's fine. That's okay, just so we, like, learn what's going on with this. The 197. Yeah, let's do it. Just gonna see what's happening. Getting a bunch of stuff. Master key gained. Yeah, okay, it didn't take too many steps. I'm still not even done. Holy crap. We kind of need to, like, re-roll a bunch, and then, like, keep adding to this. Set your steps. Okay, wait. Add a word to Spiral of Stars, then gain 1 key and 1 gem for each rank reached, then lose 3 steps for each rank reached, then gain 1 coin for each day spent, and then lose 2 stars. If you have less than 40 steps, gain 1 random item from the showroom. If you have less than 20 steps, open all antechamber doors, then set your steps to something. To 13, I bet. I don't know, we'll see. But okay, I think I'm still gonna, like, go past into 200. Because surely... Worst case scenario, oh man. Worst case scenario, I have to get another 100 stars before we start seeing the spiral again, but, like... Surely that's fine, especially now that we have the aquarium, and then I can start focusing on other stuff. I think I'm just gonna try and, like, see what 200 stars will do for us. But yeah, probably won't happen today, unless we get more aquariums. So yeah, I mean, I guess today we can't really do anything. I don't have Monk, so I can't get the secret passage. I want to go back to the atelier. So, is there anything I need to do today? Other than just get more stars, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm forgetting some, like, goal I had. It's mainly just stars. This could be okay. We could see if the stair skip works here, but I don't think it does. We need to get the library as well. Sure, I'm just gonna take that. Okay, let's turn on the setting as well, just to see like when it actually happens. Stair skip. So I mean, I assume it doesn't work here because these are not stairs that... Oh! Really? It does work here? But it just shows you a black screen for as long as it would have taken you to run up the stairs? Oh my god. I hate this. It's just yet more waiting time. Unnecessary waiting time in blueprints. Just what we needed. And it's all for a compass, huh? Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one. Does not say that this is black. Yeah, that's a strange one. It does not say anything about these. So, like, when this is on, I can't even force my way down. Like, I can't go on stairs. You're not allowed. Please be accessed. We need accessibility. Wait, not here. Now to wait for 1:30 a.m., yeah, to confirm the sacred hour. Well, if I had read the patch notes, like, in the game instead of on the main menu, then maybe it would have happened. Wait. Oh, we're, like, actually pretty close to the sacred hour, but... No thanks. Okay, wait. Oh, God. Oh, no. What happens if you toggle this while you're on stairs? Will the game just, like, flip out completely? Okay, I might actually softlock if I do that, so I'm not gonna do it today, but I definitely want to try that at some point. Just go on spiral stairs, wait in the middle of it, and then stair skip. And, like, the game doesn't want to let you go upstairs normally. I just think it's weird that it even does it for this one, because this one does not change your view automatically when you go up it. So it shouldn't... It doesn't really make sense that it, like, happens for this one at all. Alright, I guess now, let's do this. Let's go in and do Royal Scepter and change it to yellow, because we want kitchen and commissary and, I guess, showroom or something. That is very interesting. And then we do have the banner as well. Sure, let's do black. Why not? So we can maybe get a treasure trove. That is another thing I want to do. And then we can go in here as well. What was my experiment again? Yeah, shop room, exactly. More stars. Oh yeah, the observatory stairs. Yeah, that's a good point. We might get another observatory. We'll check. He's back to drinking. But I feel like it was louder before. Do we have anything here? Detector shovel if I want to. I would kind of rather have a jackhammer. We do have a code check now, so I could code check something. I guess master key. And then we could trade this again in the trading post, but I guess I'm going to try and monk instead. Yeah, I think let's just do that. Alright, we can almost eat as well. Just need one more room. Kitchen. Commissary's fine. Casino. Everyone loves it. Oh yeah. Still nothing here. We want the gift shop. Because I need to see, like, what's going on with the gift shop. What's going on with the metal detector. There we go. Zero blocks is still not in the game, I suppose. I mean, yeah. I suppose not. I don't think we need to buy anything here. Steps, I suppose. Is that faster than normal? Or am I just thinking of the kitchen? Because the kitchen is always really slow here. I may as well. Oh, this is showroom? Which I guess I'm just gonna... Oh no, trophy room. Never mind. I never... Stop. My cursor was like gone there. I never learned which dish is which one. I like always mix them up. Showroom is that like steak or something? Porterhouse steak? Can't do secret garden here. We just take that. Yeah, I think I will. That's another star. And this one you don't even need to go in for. You just, like, get it immediately. And it's a shop, so 2 stars. Yeah. That's really nice. I did do the break room here. Yeah. Yeah, Teardrop blocks was almost certainly not secretly added. Oh yeah, the utility closet cabinet. But I mean, surely you also have to, like, buy it from the gift shop. Starfish. Nice. Hey, that might be a little thumbnail or something. And yeah, now thumbnails are, like, much easier to do since there's no pesky little cursor to edit out. Not that that's, like, that's not the problem. Honestly, editing out the UI is a much more annoying hassle than just the little subtle, like, cursor. And it's just one single aquarium that has the starfish. Yeah. The gift shop says it's for the console version rather than the arcade version. Does it? I'll have to check that. Just rerolls? We don't have any rerolls. I guess so. Yeah, that sounds weird then. Like, how would that make sense? Because, I mean, I assume they don't mean the console version of Blue Prince. That, like, you can only buy it there on console? Because why would you? Wouldn't you be able to, like, use the cabinet in the same way? Oh man, can't really take that. Showroom it is, I suppose. That's another star. Okay. Ooh, this is a bit of a problem. I want an observatory now, and not a shop. We'll take that, and a moon pendant, and why not a silver spoon? And why not an ornate compass? Why not? Yeah, this might be a problem. Security is a bit of a problem. We could just, like, end the run here at 199. That is an option. We'll just see. Because, yeah, it's a little risky if I want to avoid getting a shop at this point before an observatory. Can't really do that. This is not going to happen, most likely. Maybe the gift shop will add rigid blocks to the tent or bunk room? Yeah. Yeah, bunk room would make sense. So it would be kind of weird. Yeah, we'll have to see. Can't do secret garden here, right? No. Oh yeah, south of Foundation is the treasure map. Not sure I care about it, but yeah, it's worth considering. I mean, it's the end of the run if I don't redraw. So I guess I may as well redraw, but I'm scared we're gonna be forced into... Oh, actually, I could redraw with a star and then take a shot. That kind of makes sense. I'm doing it. Okay, and then we have, like, room to take one more shot after this. It's kind of interesting. Trying to, like, not go above 200. Definitely need all this. Like, I don't want to go past 200 until we see what that is. Oh, that's too big. Should have done this in the same way I do my ideas, where, like, the new ones are on top. I should have just, like, put one in and then spaced it, or, like, line broken it down, and then put the next one on top of it instead. So I don't have to, like, scroll longer and longer. Oh god, my voice. The more of these I get. The symbol infinity is used to denote the unknown, death, and the number 8. I guess? Is it? I mean, I suppose so. Her. Next 3. I mean, if it's just saying the next 3 blue memos you'll find will all be true. Sure, but it could also be red. But I guess that's probably true. I don't know, like... Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense that it's death, because the Draxus as well is number 8, the 8th Aegeran angel. But, like, I'm not sure if the unknown means anything, really. Yeah, it is a weird one, the whole, like, infinity and 8 thing that they keep hammering home in this game. Yeah, let's do a secret garden here, just so I can draft, like, one more step down. Can't do anything here. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I don't care about accidentally unlocking doors anymore. So technically we can go in here now, but I guess there's no point unless I get a quest bedroom. If I do get a quest bedroom... Wait, yeah, this one is on the right, so I'm not gonna flip that around unless we get a quest bedroom. Then I might consider it. Secret passage doesn't matter. Library does matter, so we can test the spiral staircase thing. I mean, I guess I've already done that. It doesn't really matter. We can't secret passage blue. I kind of wish I had saved the banner at this point. Locksmith can't give you a key card, can it? I don't actually remember. Did this do anything specific for me? We could, like, do yellow and then get a gift shop or something. I guess I'm just, like, curious about this. Like, if we go in here and I toggle this feature on again, it's just gonna black out the screen for, like, half a second, because that's how long it would normally take you to go up here. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong one. No, stop. I don't understand why they have to have a 1 second fade out and fade in between each menu in this game. Just yet another, like, minor time waste for kind of no reason. Yeah, now we can't go up. Yeah, that is weird. That is way longer than it actually takes you to just go down. That's kind of weird too. So you're punished for using this? It still says upgrade disk 16, even though I've technically used another one. That's kind of a sad thing as well, that they don't keep track of, like, you know, duplicated ones, infinite ones. Everything looks right here. It almost looks like if you put the secret garden, like, a little further down, it would, like, interject with this guy? Oh man, that's not a thing, is it? Have I ever tried that? Secret garden, like, wherever this one is, it's like here or something? I have to check that. I'm pretty sure I've, like, accidentally done it and didn't notice anything, but definitely something to check. Okay, so if we remove this... Yeah, that is, like, half the time. That is kind of strange that they don't do it just, like, for the time it would normally take you to just hold W. I feel like they should have just done that, if anything, but... Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird feature. Okay, so here's this, but now I kind of... yeah, this is a problem now. I don't remember how this works. If I take this now, but don't look in, then I can draft a shop down below? Also, this will be the digging thing. Yeah, I don't think I care about the treasure map that much. I think I can, like, just rotate this, take this one, get 199, then draft another shop, and then look in, and it should be 200, I hope? Okay, but preferably not laundry. I mean, unless I just want this run to end. I think I'll rotate this. We just left, like, gold coins just on the basketball court. I guess we haven't done this one. This is a new one, at least. Oh, woof, that counts. Yeah, the metal detector is very nice. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the thing about the metal detector is, early on it was a little misleading because I know many other people thought that it meant that, oh no, I've been missing things like all along because it's like beeping in like every room and there's coins and there's keys and there's stuff lying around. I must have been like super unobservant and now I have to like check every single room, like every corner to see if there's a key or a coin laying around, and it's just like materializing them. Okay, here's the gift shop. Let's take that. Yeah. We get 200. And yeah, console edition. Home console. Yeah, that might be bunk room. I've never like considered that. For some reason I thought it was like, yeah, the Smash arcade hit. It makes sense when you look at it that like the arcade cabinet is going to be toggleable in the utility closet, but then this, I guess you can take to the bunk room and play it there as well? Or something like that? Maybe in the blue tents as well, yeah, but I mean, surely he can't like pull a power cord, like extension cord all the way out there, can he? Okay, no secret dirge blocks. Okay, so now let's go back and let's see, 200 stars. Right, yeah, 200 stars. This does make sense. I can't really take another spiral. I think we have to wait with it a little bit more. So yeah, now we want to check 201 and then see what happens at that point. That's like kind of the real one. So I guess I want another observatory if possible. Yeah, I didn't even like consider that really. Probably not that. Could rotate this down. I mean, we could also just go down here. I don't feel like I'm really gonna need the steps, but just in case I need the steps, let's do that. Ooh, key card. So yeah, another observatory would be great. There we go. Yeah, I'll take it. Okay, finally, drum roll. What happens with 201 stars? It just keeps going. But how does it keep going? Oh god, I didn't check. What happened? What happened with the previous one? Because it didn't just add the North Star again. So how does this make sense? Does it just, like, stop making sense at this point? But yeah, I mean, it definitely seems like, yeah, that confirms. The Spiral and the Inkwell are, like, the only secret constellations. So I guess if you have a bunch more... I don't know, yeah, we'll have to, like, draft this more, I suppose, and see, like... there's a lot of constellations, but yeah, I'm not sure I see how it's exactly 201. I thought maybe we'd just do, like, all the ones you had and then show another North Star again for just one and then like shuffle them around that way. But of course at some point it would be impossible for it to be like accurate. So I assume like at this point the count, the like constellation count versus the star count is just gonna stop like matching up 1-to-1. I don't know. We love the casino. You know what? We do love the casino. Yes, more like. I should definitely try and get another set of 4 crowns to test out these bugs, right? Well, we may as well do this. Oh my god, 2 free spins! We love the casino! Uh-huh. We'll be here for a while. Give me 2 more free spins. Let's keep them coming. Duplicate more spins. I like how you can just say, like, free spin, or just, no thanks. Holy crap, I'm rich. Definitely need that money. And that's it? Yeah. I could... Yeah, even if I were able to make a jackhammer, I would probably want to coin check? What's it called? Code check. Code check the master key anyway. Master key or emerald bracelets. I'm not sure which one I, you know, care about more. Seeing as I don't think... Okay, can someone confirm? All 3 of these have the exact same chance to be an upgrade disc, right? This one, just because it's more expensive, doesn't have like a higher chance to roll into an upgrade disc in the trading post. Because maybe the emerald bracelet is just kind of nicer overall. And yeah, we can just get like, I don't know, a key card and then turn up security or lockpicking kit. And just, yeah. We can use gems for rerolls in the study instead. So maybe this is just kind of like the better item overall to have in the coat check. Yeah, it should be an equal chance. Yeah, so I guess we'll coat check this one in that case. And then... Also, I wonder, with how they did the Royal Scepter now, is it still gonna be affected by the Moon Pendant? Since it'll spawn in the entrance hall, you would hope that it's like exempt from what the Moon Pendant can save? That might be something to test as well. Coat check a Moon Pendant, have the Royal Scepter in your inventory, and then go to the next day and see, do you still keep it? And if so, is there a duplicate in the entrance hall or not? Yeah, that could be something to test at some point. Okay, I'll note that to the list as well. Test Moon Pendant Scepter. I do want to, since I'm not going to do a jackhammer, I just want to put this in and just confirm this whole thing. Okay, you said you fixed that. You said you fixed that. What do you mean you fixed this? I call bullshit. What the hell? Now it fixed itself? Huh? Now I, like, can't leave until I'm all the way over here? It's like, for the first, like, 5 to 10 seconds, it thinks you don't want to pull the lever, you want to leave. If you're moving over to the side, clearly you wanted to leave. So just everything will just be leaving. That is weird. And then, like, come on, let me pull, and now it lets you pull, and then now, like, the leaving hitbox is a lot further out. That's weird. Yeah, I'm not sure I would call this entirely fixed, honestly. That's very strange. Okay, I'm not even gonna do one pull. Nope, it's not worth it. Chapel is fine. I just may as well try and get more stars at this point. You're not gonna tell me the keeper is pink? Blue. What? Blue. Red. Hello? Tell me you're red. Yeah, red. That's not red, by the way. That's grey. Where it's pointing, that's grey. This is very weird. Green. I've never thought to, like, think that the background would be important. And I mean, obviously it isn't. That's probably, like, what they're doing. Yellow. Purple. Violet. That's probably what they're doing. Oh. That, like, this is just another redundant thing. Just so there's more stuff to be told what color it is. But, man, this feature is so weird. Like, it doesn't say these are red. So I guess that's irrelevant. What's the experiment? It's just every time I draft a shop room, I get another star. So we can just collect a bunch of stars. May as well. Yeah, this is still very slow. Why am I hearing the dogs? Oh, because I'm next to the kennel. Huh. I didn't know it worked like that. Because this wall is neighboring the kennel, you actually can hear the dogs through it. If you're, like, close enough. That's interesting. Okay, now we could take this. Or I could take this if I want more allowance, and then go back to the secret garden. Which, yeah, I guess I do want to do that. Sure. Any colors in here? Basketball? No? No relevant colors? Kind of surprising. Any colors here? Blue and red? Yeah, I mean, that's actually relevant. Yeah, like, that one is actually helpful for colorblind people. That doesn't really matter. So what is this one going to say? Green or blue or, like, teal? Oh, teal. Wow. Didn't think it had that color in its, like, vocabulary. These are no color, though. There's utility, but I don't really want it right now. Okay, since I can't monk or anything, we could do planetarium to end it. It's either that or break room. I don't know which one is, like, more significant. I guess break room is probably better. Since, yeah, now we get stars in so many other ways. I kind of may as well. We could take this. Did you hear that? I just hit my metal water bottle. Makes a nice noise. Laundry room? Sure. Could just take this. Oh, wait! Oh god, is this possible? This is not possible, right? Yeah. I was just gonna say, like, it's not possible to have the morning room rotated. That would have been really cool if you could rotate the morning room so it, like, wouldn't function. I mean, it might have been very, very low. There you go. That one you should have heard. Yeah, I guess we just take this for another star. There's not really anything I would need to get here. We can't do any, like, shops that would go straight through anymore. Yeah, let's just take that for another star. And we don't even need to go in. Oh, you didn't hear it. I have to hit it harder. Okay. I don't think there's anything else to do. Do it again. That's all you get. Okay, we want to code check. I guess we want to pull this and go in the antechamber. And then we just break room finish. And then I have to try and shrine next time to get this atelier business up and running. And yeah, we want to test, like, library or tomb at some point. Just see if, like, if I walk up half of a staircase and toggle that, does the game, like, freak out and break entirely? I wouldn't be entirely surprised if they didn't, like, fully test this feature and there's some, like, bugs involved with it, as per that discussion. Yeah, it might just be like a permanent black screen. That would kind of make sense. Like, best case scenario is that it just, like, keeps going, you know? Like, because you're on the stairs, it'll still let you just walk down. But then if you try to go back on, then it'll prevent you and you have to click to do it. Audio is still glitching. They haven't fixed that yet. I assume they haven't fixed the kennel digging in the foundation. Because, yeah, we did dig here after getting the kennel, and it did not unlock. So, yeah, that's not a thing. What's my allowance now? 121. No. Yeah. Yeah, man. Stars really, like, took over. How did that happen? They were, like, neck and neck for a long time. And now we just have almost twice the amount of stars. Alright, and we have a break room right here. And I think that's everything. There was nothing else I wanted to do, right? We've done this one. I may need to monk it one more time just to make sure I could just, like, do that with a throwaway. Like, make a backup when I have the monk. Just quickly, like, call it a day here, draft it, check it. I assume the vase is going to be broken the second time. It's time to swap stars and allowance. Kind of. I mean, I still want to see what happens if you get even more stars at this point. Because, yeah, I assume they start getting, like, more and more sort of desynced from what they're supposed to be or whatever. But I don't know, like, what's going to happen here. If it just, like, rotates through the, like, 20 best constellations or something, or... I don't know. I'm still curious about it. I love stars. Stars are cool. But yeah, we might not really get to see too many more stars. I do want to see the end of the spiral, though, so we need to draft more observatories for a while. Which, like, I don't really need stars for that. I just need observatories, right? Because we just need to observe them, not actually, like, get the stars. So yeah, good thing I have 3 of these. But yeah, let's call it here. One last late night snack. Call it here, and I think I will take a break and we'll do some Hades, mainly just because, like, that was a lot of talking and my voice is kind of shot already. I don't think I could do another segment of blueprints, so we may as well leave that for Sunday, I feel, and yeah, hopefully on Sunday we can get back to the atelier and try and put this plan into motion, but again, there's, like, a lot more that I don't really... Exactly 100 steps, how satisfying. There's a lot more that I don't have any ideas for, but I mean, this is at least one thing I can try that seems like it's going to be something. And yeah, then we'll have to see if at some point I need more hints or whatever. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Wait, you gave the shrine 1 coin? Yeah, exactly. I mean, I thought that too. Like, what if you give 1 coin and they're like, oh, you cheapo, and curse you? But yeah, luckily, it does not. The 1 coin blessing is actually pretty good, honestly. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll take a break, and we'll do some Hades too.